It's been a long time since we've seen so many headlines about Johnny Manziel, but this has nothing to do with a comeback, nothing to do with anything like that. Instead, it's everyone talking about how far he fell and exactly how it happened, because there's a new Netflix documentary out there about Johnny Football's life, from Texas A&M, winning the Heisman Trophy, getting drafted first round at Cleveland, flaming out of the NFL, and then of course we've seen where it's led since then. And people have been shocked at the level of chaos surrounding Johnny Manziel's entire life, including the fact that throughout his entire time with the Browns, this dude did not watch 1 second of film. You wonder why things are put into contracts like Kyler Murray? It might be for reasons like this. 0. Johnny Manziel says he never watched film during his time with the Browns. Johnny Manziel was such a great college football player. As a pro football player, not so much. And a recent Netflix documentary may have just revealed the big reason why. This week's episode of the Netflix documentary Untold took a behind-the-scenes look at Johnny Football's incredible ride from college football stardom in the Heisman Trophy to down and out in Cleveland after only 2 years. And it really, listen, it's tough to feel bad for somebody who had all that, then threw it all away. Clearly, this guy had problems. There's no doubt about that. But the stories that are coming out of this are wild. Here's one. I can't play this because, again, Netflix will copyright. I would encourage people, if you got Netflix, go check it out. It's a pretty fucking wild story about the things that happen behind the scenes. But look at this. This documentary is absolutely insane. Johnny Manziel's dad almost faked a heart attack to get Manziel out of his drug test at the combine. Manziel's fourth-string quarterback at Texas A&M had been taking his drug tests for him too. So the day before Johnny Manziel was supposed to go to the combine, he went to a party and did a bunch of drugs. So he chugged a bunch of water beforehand. His agent was there desperately trying to get him to piss out all these drugs before he had to do the drug test. He was essentially completely hungover from this entire event while doing his interviews at the combine. It's a fucking wild story. They wanted his dad to fake going into cardiac arrest so that Johnny Manziel would have emergency reason to leave the combine without having to take the drug test. We've also found out that the entire lie about Johnny Manziel's family coming from oil, that was just created as an excuse for why Johnny Manziel had so much money from signing the autographs while he was still in college. But this one was the funny one that people were laughing at because this is pretty crazy, but this is what Johnny Manziel's, stint in the NFL was like.
Their GM's calling me going, he doesn't watch tape. I'm like, well, he's got to watch some tape. It's like, EB, his iPad hours is 0.00.
0.
He did not watch tape his entire time with the Cleveland Browns. So, the Browns give him an iPad, all this, all the access to everything he needs so that he can watch shit. He didn't watch any. They were tracking it 0.00. This is the story of Johnny Manziel. And here's one of the quotes coming from Johnny Manziel during this thing too. I would sit in my condo in Cleveland downtown, just feel like it was the only place I could get away from everybody and anything. I would look out those windows every day and feel empty. I went from one fishbowl city to another. I wanted nothing to do with football, nothing to do with stepping on the field, and I had bigger issues in my life than being able to go out and play free-spirited flowing football. I'd gone from a whirlwind ride of 2012 College Station, Heisman Trophy, Cotton Bowl, NCAA investigation, straight to another season in the NFL draft. I couldn't get a break. Again, like I said, it's tough to feel bad for someone like Johnny Manziel who had so much handed to him and he just threw it away because he wanted this party lifestyle. Obviously, I think he was diagnosed with bipolar at one point in time, so there's a lot of mental things going on with him. And he even revealed in the course of this documentary that after he got released by the Browns, after he really failed, that he attempted to kill himself. That was an actual thing that he went through. Those were thoughts that were in his head. So that's where Johnny's mind was at during his flaming out of the NFL. But the story in and of itself, the wild things that are coming out in this documentary are insane. It's worse than anybody could have possibly thought what was going on behind the scenes with Johnny Manziel during his time in the NFL. Let me know your thoughts about all this in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.